So as if you take this as an lower limit and this is the upper limit, so we will take the area of this curve from limit A to limit B. Area of f of x minus area of g of x can be written in the form of f of x minus g of x into dx. First point of intersection is clearly the 0, 0. Both will touch at x-axis because the vertex for both curve is x-axis. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is your Shruti ma'am lecturing in Vidyashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. In this session, we are discussing about the area bounded by curves and line. I said an application of integral. One of the main application of integral is to find the area bounded by the curves and lines. So let's see how we are going to find out the area with the help of integration. So area enclosed by simple curve. Suppose let f of x be a continuous non-negative function in an interval a comma b. We know that every function can be represented with the help of a graph, and when it is continuous also, when the given function is also continuous and non-negative function, it should not have any negative value. So non-negative function, then the area of the region bounded by the curve y is equal to f of x, the x-axis and the ordinates x is equal to a, x is equal to b is given by integral from a to b f of x dx or integral from a to b y dx. In our previous session, we have learned how to solve a integral whenever the limits are given. So how we are supposed to calculate in an integral here? Look here, I have taken a simple curve. I have divided the area under the curve into small rectangles. So we will calculate the area of the small rectangles and we will take the total area to find the area below this curve. So like this, if you find any curve like this towards x-axis, so this is the total area covered by the curve. How we are going to calculate? By the method of integration, I said, but how we can analyze it? We will divide this area into very small minute rectangles and we will take the intervals of each rectangle by the value of x. We will calculate the area of one rectangle and calculate it. Totally, we will get the area of the original curve. So this is how the method of integration helps us. So here we divide the area under the curve into small rectangles. Here I have taken S, E, F, R. So first I will calculate the area of this rectangle. Next I will calculate the area of this rectangle. So similarly, very small minute rectangles we will consider and we will integrate it to get the total area of the curve. So this can be obtained like this. That is integration from a to b f of x dx. Integrating means we are adding. So integrating f of x dx and the curve is represented using y is equal to f of x. Hence here we have taken y and the limits from a to b. So as if you take this as an lower limit and this is the upper limit. So we will take the area of this curve from limit A to limit B. So like this, we are going to calculate the area of any curve. So here I said, here the function is in the form of y is equal to f of x and we are calculating the area under the curve, so including x-axis. So in this method, we are going to calculate the area from a to b f of x dx. So again, we will apply the formula, that is f of b minus f of a after finding the integral value. Suppose, assume this curve here. So here we have a curve. So this curve is nothing but the equation in terms of x. So therefore, we take the lower limit y is equal to c, y is equal to d. So here we are taking the region bounded by the curve x is equal to g of y and y axis. So we are including y axis. So that is the abscissa. So from y is equal to c to y is equal to d. So in that case, the integration change from integral value c to d, that is lower limit to upper limit, and g of y the function is expressed in terms of y as a variable. So we will take it as x into dy. So however we calculate, we get this can be written as f of d minus f of c, where capital F represents the integral value for the particular function. So here we have taken the curve. Next is area between curves. So when you have two curves, so we have to calculate only the area between two curves. So that means, so this is the area of the curve g of x, and this complete area denotes the area of f of x. If you want the area between the curves, then area of f of x minus area of g of x gives you the area between the curves. So therefore, that is given by integral from a to b, because the limits are from x is equal to a to x is equal to b. So therefore, it is a to b. Area of f of x minus area of g of x can be written in the form of f of x minus g of x into dx. So whenever we are taking the area along with the x-axis, so it will be, variable will be x and with respect to dx. So suppose if we are calculating the area between the curve along with the y-axis, you can clearly say, so this complete area will denote the area of f of y, and this complete area denotes the area of g of y. If you want the area between the curves, you have to subtract this one. So you will get this. So therefore, we will take integral from c to d f of y minus g of y into dy. So in your examination, you will be having 5 marks question to find the area of a curve or area of a curve and a line. So let's look at the question. Find the area bounded by the curve y is equal to x square, x axis, and the line x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3. So y is equal to x square is a parabola. So y is equal to x square means you will get the parabola as like this. So this is your curve, y is equal to x square. So if this is 0, x is equal to 1 is one line. So this is the line, x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3. So somewhere here, let me take it as x is equal to 3. So we need to calculate the area bounded by these two lines and the area. So this is the area we need to calculate. So here we need to take only the first quadrant. So because the curve should be non-negative, so we will take only this part of the area. So the limits are from 1 to 3. Now the equation is given as y is equal to x square. So how we will write? We'll write it as limits from 1 to 3 y into dx. So this is equal to 1 to 3 x square into dx. What is integration of x square? It is x cube divided by 3. And the limits are from 3. So it is 3 cube divided by 3 minus 1 cube divided by 3. So we can cancel. So we will get the value as 9 minus 1 by 3 or 26 divided by 3. Square units you can write since you are doing about area. Next question. Find the area bounded by the curve x is equal to 2y square, y-axis and the abscissa y is equal to 2, y is equal to 4. So x is equal to 2y square means clearly it is an upward parabola. So this is the curve, x is equal to 2y square. Limits are given as y is equal to 2. So this is the line y is equal to 2 and y is equal to 4. So we will take only the area in the first quadrant since the curve must be non-negative. So therefore here we are taking only this part and we have a limits from y is equal to 2 to 4 and my function is x is equal to 2y square. Whenever you have a function in terms of x, then it is x into dy. Because your equation will be in terms of y, so therefore you should take in terms of dy. So limits are from 2 to 4. So it is 2 to 4, 2y square dy. 2 you can take common factor. Integration of y square is y cube divided by 3. the limits are 2 to 4. So when you apply the limits 2 into, so it is first 4 cube by 3 minus 2 cube by 3. So 4 cube is 64 minus 2 cube is 8. So when you solve this, you will get the value as 112 by 3 square units. So this is the area of the required region. Next question. Find the area bounded by the parabola y square is equal to 16x and its latest rectum. So y square is equal to 16x is clearly it's a right-handed parabola. This is your latest rectum whose distance will be exactly 4. Because it is 4ax means the value of a, that is distance from y-axis, will be 4. So therefore x is equal to 4. So this is the point x is equal to 4 and this is the point x is equal to 0. So therefore our limits varies from 0 to 4. Now we need to calculate the complete area bounded by latest rectum. So that means we are taking both positive and negative curve here. So therefore we know that the parabola is symmetric towards x-axis here. So that means if you calculate the area of upper half, this will be the same for the lower half. So if you calculate the area and you multiply with 2, you will get the complete area here. So how we can write here? We can write the limits from 0 to 4. Since we will calculate only the upper quadrant here, we will multiply this in y into dx. But here we have to calculate the total area covered by the latest rectum. Since we have taken only the upper here, if you multiply with 2, then it is same. So the total area is 2 into integral from 0 to 4 y into dx. But what is y here? We have y square is equal to 16x. So y is root of 16x, which means 4 root x. So therefore here 2 from 0 to 4, y is equal to 4 into root x into dx. Take 4 outside, it becomes 8 from 0 to 4 root x dx. So what is integral of root x? X to the power half. It is x to the power half plus 1 by half plus 1, which is nothing but 8 x to the power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. So integration is from 0 to 4. So if you substitute here, you can take constant outside. It is 8 into 2 divided by 3. X to the power 3 by 2 means 4 to the power 3 by 2 minus 0 to the power 3 by 2. So here it is 2 cube, 8 into 2 by 3 into 8 here. This is 0. So when you multiply this completely, you will get the answer as 128 divided by 3. So therefore the value becomes 128 divided by 3 square units. Next question. Find the area bounded by the parabola y square is equal to 4x and the line x minus y is equal to 0. So clearly y square is equal to 4x means it's a parabola symmetric towards x-axis. So this is your curve, y square is equal to 4x. So if y square is equal to 4x means y is equal to 2 root x. So we have line x minus y is equal to 0 means x minus y is equal to 0 means x is equal to y. So therefore here x is equal to y means you will get the line like this. Now we have to calculate the area bounded by these two curves. So therefore this is the area. So here we have x minus y is equal to 0. That means x is equal to y. Substitute here. If x is equal to y, then y square becomes x square is equal to 4x. So therefore here x square is equal to 4x, or we can take x square minus 4x is equal to 0, x common, x minus 4 is equal to 0. So this implies x is equal to 0, x is equal to 4. So therefore we can take the limits from 0 to 4 here. So that means, so this is x is equal to 4. then y is also 4. So here 0, 0. So this is the point of intersection of the two curves. So therefore we can take the limits as integration from 0 to 4. So both curves we have, let me take the first one as f of x minus g of x into dx. So f of x is also in terms of y, g of x is also in terms of y. So this is equal to integration from 0 to, what is f of x? That is y is equal to 2 root x. 2 root x minus g of x, y is equal to x we can take. So this is x into dx. So the value becomes 2 into x to the power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 minus x square by 2. So here, for this, we can apply 0 to 4. So if you apply the lower limit as 0, you will get 0. Just substitute for 4. This is then 2, this is 4 divided by 3 into 4 to the power 3 by 2 minus 4 square divided by 2. So this is for the upper integral, and the second integral clearly it will become 0. So 4 to the power 3 by 2 is nothing but again 2 cube. So the value will be equal to, so 32 divided by 3 minus 16 by 2. When you solve this, the value will be equal to 8 divided by 3 square units. Next question. Find the area bounded by the parabola y square is equal to 4x and the line y is equal to 2x minus 4. So let us write the curve. So if this is the curve, y square is equal to 4x. So we have two equations. Let us write both equation in terms of y. So we have y square is equal to 4x. This implies y is equal to 2 root x. Another equation is y is equal to 2x minus 4. So that means we may get a line which is like this. So this is the line, y is equal to 2x minus 4. Let us find where the point of intersection of the two curves. So here we have y is equal to 2x minus 4 and here we have y square is equal to 4x. So now if I convert this, I will get the area in terms of root. Let me write the value of x here. So x is equal to y square by 4 here. Here we get x is equal to y plus 4 divided by 2. Let me equate these values. So y square by 4 is equal to y plus 4 by 2. So which is 2y square is equal to 4y plus 16 or 2y square minus 4y plus 16 is equal to 0. On solving this quadratic equation, we will get the value or the factors as y is equal to minus 2, 4. So when y is equal to minus 2, what happens for x? So when y is equal to minus 2 here, substitute in any one of the equation. When y is equal to minus 2, this implies x is equal to 1. What happens when y is equal to 4? When y is equal to 4, if you put y is equal to 4 here, it is 16 by 4, x is equal to 4. So therefore, the point of intersection here can be, first one is, this is 1, minus 2 and the second one is 4, 4. So we can take the x limit from 1 to 4 or y limits from minus 2 to 4 here. So how we can evaluate this now? Now let us take the integral value here. So here integration, I am taking x limits. X limits are from 1 to 4. So therefore substitute here 1 to 4. F of x minus g of x I have to take. F of x minus g of x into dx. So therefore here integral 1 to 4, what is f of x? It is y square is equal to 4x. If y square is equal to 4x, then y is equal to 2 root x. Minus g of x is 2x minus 4 into dx. So the value will become 2 into x to the power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. And here we have minus 2 into x square divided by 2. Minus into minus is plus 4x to the integral 1 to 4. So here 2 get cancels. So let us substitute 4 here. So the value becomes 2. Here it is 2 by 3. If you put 4 here, it is 2 cube 8. Next you have 4. 4 square is 16. Again 4 4s are 16. So this is for the first limit. 16 and 16 get cancelled. Minus. Substitute one value. It is again 2 into 2 by 3. Into 1 is again into 1. So minus 1 plus 4. So we will get the value as 9 square units. So this is the area of the given interval. So first equate the given equation and find the point of intersection. So you can do this solution by means of two variants. So one is taking the limits of x. So if you take the limits of x, then it is 1 to 4 f of x minus g of x into dx. So this is your f of x, this is your g of x. Or else you can take x into dy form also. F of y will be this, g of y will be this. You will get the same method. And there the limits are from minus 2 to 4 because you are taking y as a variable. Next one. Find the area of the region included between the curve 4y is equal to 3x square and the line 3x minus 2y plus 12 is equal to 0. So clearly you can see this is 4y is equal to 3x square, that is an upward parabola. And the line 3x minus 2y plus 12 is equal to 0. So this might be a line like this. So this is your line 3x minus 2y plus 12 is equal to 0 and this is 4y is equal to 3x square. Let us find the point of intersection so that we will get x limits or y limits. So let us write this equation as y is equal to 3x square divided by 4. And here if you want y, it is 3x plus 12 divided by 2. Equate both. 3x square by 4 is equal to 3x plus 12 divided by 2. So we can cancel here. So we get 3x square 6x plus 24. So 3x square minus 6x plus 24 is equal to 0. So we can divide the equation by 3. So we get x square minus 2x plus again 8 is equal to 0. So on solving the quadratic equation, we get x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 4. Now let us substitute. When x is equal to minus 2, so what happens for y? So put minus 2 whole square 4, 4 get cancels. So this implies y is equal to 3. So therefore the point of intersection is minus 2, 3. So here x value is minus 2, y value is 3. Next, when x is equal to 4. When x is equal to 4, here we have 4 square, 4 get cancelled, 3 4s are 12. So y is equal to 12. So the second point of intersection is 4, 12. So the x limits varies from, so x varies from minus 2 to 4 and y varies from 3 to 12. So you can do by taking x as a variable or y as a variable. So let me write the given total area. So area is equal to integration. I'll take the x limits minus 2 to 4. Minus 2 to 4. Let me take this as f of x. So therefore f of x is 3x square divided by 4. And this as g of x. So minus 3x plus 12 divided by 2 into dx. Now let me evaluate this integral. I'll take 3 by 4 outside. Integral minus 2 to 4 x square into dx minus, here you can take half outside, integral 3x plus 12 into dx. That is again minus 2 to 4. So I'll get the value as 3 by 4 x cube by 3 minus 2 to 4 minus half 3 x square by 2 plus 12x minus 2 to 4. So calculate here, 3 and 3 get cancels here. So we have 1 by 4 outside, x cube is 4 cube minus minus 2 whole cube. And we have here minus half. We can take 3 by 2 into 4 square plus 12 into 4 minus, if you put minus 2 whole square here, 3 by 2 into 4 minus 24. So on solving this, we will get this as 20 and this as minus of minus 7. So total we will get it as 27 square units. So this is the area of the required curve. Next one. Find the area bounded by the parabola y square is equal to 4x, x square is equal to 4y. So let me write the curve. Y square is equal to 4x means it's a right-handed parabola. X square is equal to 4y is upward parabola. So we need to calculate this curve. Let us find the point of intersection now. So first point of intersection is clearly the 0, 0. Both will touch at x-axis because the vertex for both curve is x-axis. Let us find the second point here. So we have here y square is equal to 4x, x square is equal to 4y. So from this equation I can write x is equal to y square by 4. So here let us equate this. X square is nothing but y square by 4 is equal to 4y. So y square is equal to 16y. Y you can take or divide. So one equation, y square minus 16y is equal to 0. Y common, y minus 16 is equal to 0. So here I can take y is equal to 0 and y is equal to 16. So if y is equal to 0, here what is x? If y is equal to 0, then x is also 0. If y is equal to 16, what is x then? X is equal to 4. So these are the limits of x. So let us substitute. So area is equal to, let us take the limits of x, that is from 0 to 4. So let me take the first function. We have y square is equal to 4x. So what is y? It is 2 root x. Next we have x square is equal to 4y. So what is y? It is x square divided by 2 into dx. So therefore here we get it as 2 into x to the power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 minus half into x cube divided by 3 integral from 0 to 4. So if you substitute here 2 into 2 by 3, here if you put 4 to the power 3 by 2 is 8 minus half into 4 cube is 64 divided by 3. Minus 0 completely because if you put x is equal to 0, the both terms are 0. So again here when you solve this, so the value will be equal to 16 by 3 square units. Next one, find the area bounded by the curve y square is equal to 5x and the line y is equal to x. So clearly you have a curve like this. So this is y square is equal to 5x and we have a line y is equal to x. We need to calculate the area of this. If you put y is equal to x in this equation, then it is x square is equal to 5x. So this implies x square minus 5x is equal to 0. So x common, x minus 5 is equal to 0. So therefore x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 5. So these are the limits we get. Now we can substitute the integral. So area is equal to integration from 0 to 5. So y square is equal to 5x means y is equal to root 5 root x. So therefore it is root 5x. And minus y again minus x into dx. So let me take the root 5 outside. So this is x to the power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 and integral of x is x square by 2. So and the limits are from 0 to 5. So for the limit 0, the terms becomes 0 here. So here again, so we get root 5 into here 5 to the power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 minus 5 square is 25 divided by 2. So this is for 5 and the second term will become 0 completely. So on solving this numerically, we will get the value as 25 divided by 6 square units. Next one. Find the area enclosed between the parabola y square is equal to x and the line x plus y is equal to 2. So let us use these two equations. So we have y square is equal to x. That means a right-handed parabola, y square is equal to x. Next, x plus y is equal to 2 some other line. So let us find the point of intersection or the limits of x. So here we have x is equal to y square. Put x is equal to y square here. Then it becomes y square plus y. When you shift 2 here, minus 2 is equal to 0. So on solving this, we will get the value as 1 and minus 2. Now if y is equal to 1 here, what is x? This implies x is equal to 1 and if y is equal to minus 2, what is x? X is equal to 4. So therefore we got the limits from 1 to 4. Let us find area is equal to limits from 1 to 4 f of x. F of x is y square is equal to x. So what is y? It is root x minus g of x. Y is nothing but 2 minus x into dx. So this is the value. So here we get it as x to the power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 minus 2x minus into minus plus x square by 2 and the limits from 1 to 4. Substitute it. The numerators become 2 by 3 into 8 minus 8 plus 16 by 2 and minus second one, if you put 1 here, it is 2 by 3 minus 2 plus 1 by 2. On solving numerically these values, so we will get the final answer as 3 by 2 square units. So we'll meet you in the next session. Until then, keep watching, keep learning, keep exploring. Thank you.